and so on. If I Next Monday I'll have it.
Yeah, sorry.
I hereby call this meeting to order at 8:31 p.m. Secretary Strauss, can you please call roll?
President Ford. Here. Vice President Jacobs.
Here.
Pierre C. Grimpy.
Here.
Master Harmon.
Here.
Executive Treasurer Lorenz.
Here.
Executive Aide Placha. Assistant Treasurer Doyle. Senator Dollison. Senator Lennon.
Here.
Senator Walton.
Here.
Senator Hernandez Garrity.
Here.
Senator Hertzberg.
Here.
Senator Wilcoxon. Here. Senator Maldonado.
Here.
Senator Neiman.
Here.
Senator Parizo. Senator Westfall.
Here.
Senator Abraham. Senator Hildebrand. Senator Robb.
Here.
Senator Vada. Senator Mandile. Senator Williamson. Here. Senator Ward. Here. Senator Cavender.
Here.
Senator Bakri. Here. Senator Melton.
Here.
Senator Howard.
Here.
Senator Sedler.
Here.
Senator Flanagan.
Here.
Senator Jameer. Senator Velasquez.
Here.
Senator Kamara.
Here.
Roll's been called.
Thank you. Moving on to public comment. Are there any public comments here or on YouTube? All right, seeing none, moving on to the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve or amend the agenda?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second? All in favor of approving the agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? All right, moving on to senators' reports. Are there any senators' reports tonight? Remember, we have 2. Come on, there's tons of stuff happening on campus. Senator Wilcoxon.
So I mentioned this last week, but Athena Society is having an event this Wednesday for Denim Day. It's going to be at 6 p.m. in BB's. It's a Denim Day fashion show, so if you guys could stop by, it's going to be really fun, I think.
Thank you, Senator Wilcoxon. Is there another senator report? Senator Velasquez.
On Tuesday, May 3rd, me and some other senators and some freshman class members are meeting with President Padilla to just discuss some of the issues with the freshman parking lot and just parking in general. So if any of you guys have any comments you want to make, just bring them to me and I can present them at the meeting.
Thank you, Senator Velasquez. Are there any other senators' reports tonight? Senator Hernandez Garrity.
Derby Days is going on for Sigma Chi. You should go vote for what banner you think is the best one. It's on their Instagram. Just go like it. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Hernandez Garrity. Are there any other senators' reports tonight? Seeing none, moving on to advisors' reports.
Thanks, Ben. First of all, I'd just say, it's really fun to be on campus this spring. It's like the old Valpo is back again this weekend, which is full of activities and stuff happening. So it's pretty cool. If any of you are freshmen or sophomores and wonder what it looks like pre-pandemic, this spring is kind of it. This is what it looks like. So it's kind of neat to see it all coming back to life again and being reformed. So it's been very energizing. Great awards program last night for Outstanding Leadership and Service Awards, which was really cool to do. The Student Org Awards are coming up this coming Sunday at 6 p.m. So that's another award program as we begin to wrap up the year. So just a quick COVID update. We're doing just fine. You may see a couple more cases popping up and down on the dashboard. The reality is that because most of the students who actually end up there are vaccinated for the most part, these cases aren't discovered until maybe the student's been sick for 3 or 4 days, and then they test and discover it's COVID, and so they're back out of quarantine if they're fever-free on day 5. So these cases are kind of in and out very quickly at this point. So that's why those numbers seem to move up and down quite a bit or really quickly. But the good news is it's not a lot. It's 1 or 2 or 3, and those students are recovered and out very quickly. And the vaccine is doing its job, which is getting students out of being sick very quickly. So that is it. And so, thank you.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions for the advisors? All right, moving on to officers' reports. President Ford.
All right, first of all, I want to thank you to everyone who came to Songfest yesterday and saw Ben and I perform. It was super fun. And unlike the rumors that Vice President Jacobs has been spreading, we will not be performing the song tonight. But if you ask very, very nicely, perhaps I can send you a video of the performance. I also want to congratulate everyone who was elected or re-elected on Student Senate last week. It was a super exciting week, and I'm so glad that a lot of you are continuing on your journey on Student Senate. University Council is meeting on Wednesday. If you have any topics that you would like me to bring up on behalf of Student Senate, please let me know before then. A reminder to fill out the Senate superlatives. We'll be presenting those next week, so make sure you fill those out pretty soon. Also, a reminder that the Student Organization Gala is next Sunday, May 1st at 6 p.m. in the ballrooms. It is a formal dress, so like black tie. So please just dress professionally. And also let me know if you have any food allergies. I need to let Molly Rave know, so please email me now if you have any food allergies and are going to the event. All right, does anyone have any questions for me about anything? All right, and report.
Thank you, President Ford. Moving on to my report. So I have finished the end of the year report for Student Senate. We're doing this in place of a last constituency report, so I didn't have to make you guys write up another one for me. So that is linked to the agenda, but just some things I covered in this report are the things that you brought up over the years. So all the SRs that you guys have written, our new bylaw and constitution, and just a lot of the achievements that you have all done this year. So this is all going to be sent out to administrators on campus, deans of colleges, all the regular people I usually send this out to. So congratulations to all of you for all the achievements that you've had over the year. It's going to be told to all of them in this report. So congratulations to all of you. Secondly, please, if you are a chair, I mentioned this at the exec committee today. If you are a chair of your committee, please clean up your accounts so that we can get them ready to merge for our new structure, as well as just get them ready for the people that will be in your positions come next week when we swear them in. So just make sure you're cleaning those up. Make sure that you're not deleting any emails, but archiving them, putting anything into folders, such like that. And if you have any transition documents, make sure that you're just adding your experience to those. Please ask your committee members too about their experience so that they can be better equipped to be committee chairs next year. I know that we're merging and getting rid of some committees, but any experience helps because while we're streamlining things, we're still dealing with the same issues and topics with student orgs and on campus. So all experience is good for those transition documents. And lastly, we're just preparing for our last General Assembly meeting next week. So get ready for that. Well, we're not requiring it. If you want to dress up a little bit more next week, eBoard will, because President Padilla will be coming to speak with all of you, as well as inducting our new Vice President, President eBoard, and the new General Assembly. So we're kind of doing a new ceremony, kind of like a passing of the baton kind of ceremony. So just be ready for that and maybe just kick it up a notch. We're also going to have some refreshments for just like a celebratory thing of the year, a celebratory thing for the year to come. So we're just getting ready for that and cleaning everything up, getting ready for transitions. President Ford and I will be meeting with President-elect Sophia Behrens and Vice President-elect Ian Chenoweth during this week to start transitioning. So we're just cleaning things up for next year. Congratulations to all of you that have been reelected. You will all do well next year. Are there any questions? All right, seeing none, moving on to Secretary Schaus.
No report.
Moving on to PRC Grimby.
No report.
Moving on to Executive Treasurer Lorenz.
No report.
Moving on to Webmaster Harmon.
No report.
All right. Moving on to committee reports. Executive Committee Chair 4.
No report.
Finance Committee Chair Parizo. Stepping in is Wilcoxon. Senator Wilcoxon.
Okay, so I just want to let you guys know, we're not doing it yet, but we'll be doing it in old business. We're going to be voting on the special interest budget slate that I had up here last week. So I hope you guys all looked at that. And then also in new business, I'm going to be presenting the other commission budget slate. So you can go look at that. It's linked down in new business.
Thank you, Senator Wilcoxon. Moving on to Administration Committee Chair Flanagan.
No report.
Moving on to Committee on Media Chair Williamson.
Today, the Committee on Media had a retreat facilitated by Dr. Whittier to come up with new addendum to the bylaw about the Commission on Media. This was also kind of officially the last meeting of what was the Committee on Media. So,
Thank you, Senator Williamson. Moving on to Screening Committee Chair Bakri.
All right, so over the course of the last week, the screening committee has been doing interviews for exec positions for next year. So for executive treasurer, the screening committee voted on Allison Plachetta, 4-0-0. And then for executive secretary, the screening committee voted 4-0-0 on Hannah Williamson. And for press secretary, the screening committee voted 4-0-0 for Nathan Harmon.
Is there a motion to discuss or a motion to vote?
Motion to vote.
There is a motion to vote. Is there a
Sorry,
second?
motion to vote.
There's a motion to vote as a slate. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of voting as a slate, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? All right. All in favor of electing Allison Plachta as the new executive treasurer for 2022-2023, Hannah Williamson as the new executive secretary for 2022-2023, and Nathan Harmon as the new press secretary for 2022-2023. Please raise your placards. All opposed? Any abstentions? All right. We have a new e-board voted in at 20-0-0. So congratulations to the new e-board members. And thank you, Senator Bakri and the screening committee for screening in our new executive board. All right. Moving on to Committee on Residents, Senator Abraham. Seeing no reports, moving on to Dining Services, Chair Dollison. She says, if you or your constituents have any questions or concerns regarding dining or founders, please feel free to contact her. Moving on to Diversity and Inclusion, Chair Howard. Moving on to DFC, Chair Rob.
No report.
All right, moving on to new business, the commission budget slate. So if Senator Wilcoxon wants to come up.
So last week I presented the special interest commission, but as you can see up here, we have a couple other commissions that they sort of got to decide amongst themselves on how much they got for their budgets for next year. So these are the totals, but I'll scroll down and show you the rest. So students in an honor council just get like a fraction of the budget. They don't really have to like divide it up because they all just get 1%. This is the special interest that I have on the other document. All right. This is the programming commission. The media commission. And the club sports. So if you have any questions, all right, you can look over this. We're going to be voting on it next week.
So like Senator Wilcoxon said, this will be voted on next week in old business. If you have any initial questions, you can ask Senator Frizo or Senator Wilcoxon, but the discussion will happen next week. That's fine. All right, so moving into old business. First, we'll be discussing SR 003, SP 22, a resolution calling for safety and lighting on campus. So if the sponsors and or co-sponsors want to come up and preside over that, we'll begin the discussion if there is a motion to discuss. It's like just for this, there should be a motion to discuss.
Motion to discuss.
Is there a second? All right, the floor is open for discussion.
Hey everyone, so just to reiterate for SR3, we wanted to address lighting and safety concerns on campus. So when you scroll down to the bottom of the SR, you can see that the areas of focus for lighting are going to be by the counseling center, alumni, and that parking garage. Oh, wait, that is right here. This is the freshman lot. And then this kind of like goofy road by the sorority complex, and then in that outdoor patio area at the Christopher Center and at the entrance to the university by Duesenberg. Basically, this is just like a response to a lot of the sorority women feeling unsafe with their parking situation, and also concerns from people from the freshman lot. And yeah, so we want to increase the lighting for safety. We want to add, I think, another V-line stop for the sorority complex. And the blue emergency poles, we also want to put a few more of those on campus, particularly at the freshman parking lot. And we also just want to educate the Valpo community as a whole about like safety practices, about like walking at night.
All right, thank you, sponsors and co-sponsors. Are there any initial motions to amend, friendly amendments, and discussion is open as well? Senator Wilcoxon?
Motion to make a friendly amendment.
The friendly amendment is?
To change the language in the let it be resolved statements from install to look into installing. And the same for the next one, look into installing.
Do you accept this friendly amendment?
Yes.
All right.
There's one more actually.
Okay.
On number 3, investigate adding, and then number 5, look into increasing.
Okay. Do you all accept this friendly amendment? All right. Are there any other motions to amend or friendly amendments? Seeing none, is there a motion to vote?
Motion to vote.
Is there a second? All in favor of voting on SR 003, SP 22, please raise your placards. All right, all opposed? Any abstentions? All right, SR 003 passes 20-0. So congratulations to the sponsors and co-sponsors. All right, thank you all. So then moving on to special interest budget slate. So if Senator Wilcoxon wants to come up to preside over that. All right, first I would suggest a motion to discuss.
Motion to discuss.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion is now open. Is there any questions? Senator Rob?
I'm looking at both the special interest spreadsheet and the other slate spreadsheet. There seems to be a small discrepancy. The overall commission spreadsheet puts aside $1,080 for new student orgs, and the special org specific sheet says there's 3,000 left over. So I'm wondering where the extra 1,920, I think.
Is there a motion to open the floor to the advisors?
Motion to open the floor.
Is there a second?
Second.
The floor is now open to the advisors.
So the document that's up there was created before the finance committee met last week on Monday and made those changes. So what was presented last week on Monday for the special interest category is the most up to date, and I will merge the two. So that's my error, my apologies.
While the floor is open to the advisors, are there any other questions? All right. Does that answer your question, Senator Rob?
Yes.
Any other questions? Senator Hernandez-Garrity?
Motion to move $1,000 out of Spectrum Dance into total available, I guess.
So there's a motion to move $1,000 from the Spectrum Dance line into the pot for the special interest. Is there a second? All in favor of, sorry, Robert's rules.
Why?
So the reason is because Spectrum Dance is becoming unrecognized next year.
By their own choice.
Okay.
By their own choice, yeah. Okay, so would you like to make that motion again?
Yeah. Motion to move $1,000 out of Spectrum Dance into total available pot.
All right, there is a motion to move $1,000 out of the Spectrum line into the available pot. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of voting, please say aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? All right, all in favor of moving $1,000 into the pot, please raise your placards. All opposed? Any abstentions? All right, $1,000 is moved into the pot from the Spectrum Dance line. All right. Senator Howard?
So I have a question. Why didn't we just give the safe, guess the line? They requested $1,920.90. Why didn't we just give them
Well, basically, we just wanted to keep it even numbers. We didn't want to give them 93 cents because you can't really do anything with 93 cents. And also, it makes it so that the final numbers are all even, you know?
Does that answer? Yes.
Point of inquiry, for Voices for Animals, the 2021 to 2022 funding and the balance remaining is both $200, so that means they spent $0.
Yes, that's
And
what
then
that
they're
would
getting
mean.
$1,000.
That's what that would mean, yes.
Okay.
Senator Sedler?
I think a big thing we need to realize is so many of these organizations have yet to have an opportunity to fully do events and ideas because of COVID guidelines. So if there's big changes like that, or maybe budgets weren't spent, it's probably because of COVID. So I think it's important to give opportunity for the orgs to fully use their budget or see how much of a budget they use.
With that too, under our new structure, each organization gets $1,000 minimum. So even if they haven't not spent their money historically, they would still get that $1,000. Senator Westphal?
Point of inquiry, our new For new organizations, are they only given $1,000? Or can you move more into the new?
So new organizations recognized in the fall semester are given $1,000 for the year, and any new organization recognized in the spring semester will get $500. That is all they can get as a new organization, but as they are recognized for a year, then they have the opportunity to request more, just like sort of like our old system where they had the opportunity to request a budget after their year is recognized. Their semester is recognized. Any other points of inquiry? Any other motions to move funds? Motion to vote on the slate as is?
Motion to vote as a slate.
Second.
The correct motion there would be motion to vote on the special interest budgeting slate.
Motion to vote on the special interest budget as a slate.
Second.
All in favor of voting, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That one opposed, so we move back into discussion. Senator Bakri?
Since there's only $1,000 in the pot for like new recognized organizations, would that mean that only one new org can be recognized?
There's 4,000.
Yep, total to allocate $4,000. Okay. So is there a motion to vote on these
Motion to vote the special interest budget as a slate.
budgeting slate?
Budgeting slate?
Yes. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of voting, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? All in favor of voting on the special interest budgeting slate, please raise your placards. We need a 7/8 vote to pass. All opposed? Any abstentions? All right, the special interest budgeting slate passes 20-0-0. So congratulations to the Finance Committee on getting that commission done. All right, so that means next week in old business, we will be voting on the commission's budgeting slate. So please look over that over the next week and have any relevant motions or questions ready for old business. All right, moving into public comments. Are there any public comments here or on YouTube? All right, seeing none, moving on to post-mortem. Thank you all for being flexible tonight and moving into the brown and gold room. I don't know about you, but I kind of like this vibe. So thank you for being flexible. We will be in Ballroom A next week for our last meeting. So we no longer have time to put anything into new business, but if you have any last things that you want to say, just have that prepared for next week as we move into the new legislative session for 2022-2023 with the swearing in of our new officers and General Assembly. So with that, I leave you to finish your business for this legislative session as we see each other for our last meeting next Monday. Is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? I adjourn this meeting at 9 o'clock. Thank you all.
Yes,